Boyle with his prediction. One last game here on the Rockets. And quite literally, the Peeps will be playing on the orange, Soniqs in the blue. No changes, no surprises, but a snowy pitch. Well, the players might just be setting a light here already in game one, and AJ playing a little bit defensive, had to as well. Soniqs have a point to prove. They want to attack with everything they've got here. And Gyro, once more, lovely play. Second one not going to happen, however.
Important game for both of these teams to make it on to the winners round 3. Avoid playing in that lower bracket tomorrow. It's a harsh reality that if whoever loses here will still have to go to the lower round 1 and could leave in last place in a position, which is not something that any of the teams will want to have a chance of facing. A win vital. Peeps, Soniqs. Neon and Soniqs on the blue, of course. Let's see what they can do. It's right now Soniqs on the attack, looking for the early chance. J-Russ gonna slip that in the bottom corner and make an early 1-0.
Just something like that, and defence will be a tad annoyed with themselves. But an early goal nonetheless. I don't think any side will be majorly disappointed. Bit of time, of course, to settle in. And these teams already had time to settle in. Already a minute here, J-Russ once more. Could be straight right on target once more. Goal number 2 is begging, but it will no longer be stepped in there. And the echoes maybe to the secret, well, not very secretive Peep fam here in the form of Boyo. He wants them to do well. You cannot blame them on the run they've been so far.
What a save that was from AJ, but it's T. Career trying to cause some more damage. Gyro will shut him out. It's J-Russ off to the side. They're trying to bring the ball round to the back wall, coming in centre, clear away. The ball met by AJ in the midfield. Now Lucian going to launch that one upfield, trying to get an attack going over the Peeps. The ball comes in on centre, Lucian misses his touch. The attempted pass will not work out. It's Gyro now off the corner. J-Russ beats him to it. AJ high, off the back wall, back in centre, T. Carell misses out. Shot will get a save, but dangerous still for the Soniqs. As Peeps continue their attack. Can the Soniqs find a clear away? A Shock on the ball with a pass up to T. Carell. The clear finally found, and a counter attack looming for the Sonic side.
Nice touch by AJ, anywhere into the middle. Gyro's there, but back away, rightly so too. No need to overextend and leave yourself vulnerable, but this ball's been lofted. Decent clearance by both sides there, and one more, a pass into it, but 16 boots, very little to work with. Rightly knows so, lets the ball just end its own natural path. Half time ringing, a shot, one more for the flip reset, weak shot, and tucked nicely into the corner.
Gyro, a launch upfield, going to be met by T. Carell, off at the side, it will bounce, great touch from Shot, to the midfield, Peeps, left, struggling in the back line. AJ will get a great save once again, reaching barely in time for that one. But Peeps need to break out and get an attack going. They're 1-0 down already, and they are struggling to break out. They're struggling to get that chance coming their way. Sonics are holding them down. It's J-Russ now with a flip reset, trying to go all the way. He cannot get another touch. 2 minutes on the clock. Short now to do some more. Peeps shut it down for the time being. But Sonics doing a great job in game number 1 so far.
Well, J-Russ straight there, Lucian on the back wall. Not going to be fooled by that one, not today. As T. Carell into the middle. Impressive, and everybody has been fairly talking to him of high regards here. And AJ, nice bit of ball control. Pass one, pass them all, one apiece, and the Peeps will find themselves slipping themselves back into this opening game.
He has the mechanics. He's known for his great mechanics on the Peeps. He shows it right there, getting past all the players, makes it one apiece. We have 90 seconds on the clock. Peeps able to tie this game up, but Sonics straight back in, ready to fight back, ready to bring this game back into their favour. But will they achieve what they are looking for?
Gyro trying to make sure that they find it in some description with a goal. And the reward of the explosion at the end of it. T. Carell beaten off to the ball, but Sonics with possession still have it. They're ready to pounce here at the moment of the Peeps nets, and this one requires a double commit. Shaky. The Peeps, after settling themselves in, concedes, brings themselves uneven. Not to tame, to be nervous, as J-Russ once more to the backward shot, and AJ off his own post. and another one down and in. The Peeps are fading some difficulties in the opening.
AJ is doing everything he can to try and save every single shot possible as that one bounced off the crossbar. Gyro barely misses a touch on it, and it's now 2-1 to Soniqs. They get their lead back into their favour.
They're straight across. They've done it once before, the Peeps. The second time they need to. And right now they're playing from their own final third. There'll be major worrying signs here if this keeps on throughout the series. But 30 seconds still remains, of course, and Gyro will elect himself an infield pass. No, cut out.
Well, bouncing off the ceiling shot, going to try and challenge Gyro, but he beats him to it. Carell off the back wall. Lucian misses out. He can make it down in time for the save. Scramble in the defense, but AJ once again. What a save! But can they get the counter? 10 seconds. Lucian demoed. AJ wins the 50. Advancing upfield. 5 seconds on the clock. Trying to tie up this game. The defensive input's exceptional, but not good enough. And the offense could not break through. But Gyro centre. J-Ross, huge pinch on the backboard. AJ keeps it high. T. Carell clear away out to the centre. Met by Shock. Send it to the ground. Very well played. Soniqs take game 1.
No matter the mini rule one of keeping the ball up, and simple as easy as it sometimes can be when these players are playing absolutely well. But boy, the Peeps, they've got a job on their hands after a lot of respect, a lot of hard work, the graft they put into the scene, the dedication. This is not their usual selves, it seems to be. It's just something missing at the moment. Is it just they're not settled into the series, or is this the fact that Soniqs had that advantage of playing slightly earlier today?
I think coming off of that win will definitely help them. But Soniqs definitely playing a lot better on the offensive side. You see on the stat sheet just before here as well, 72% field domination for the Soniqs. That is exceptionally high. Like, you usually see kind of a close 50-50, maybe 55-45. 60-40 sometimes, but 72% is exceptional. And that kind of performance is why Soniqs could get so many goals, so many chances, whereas Peeps has had to make so many amazing saves as well. But they had to make so many saves, and that's so little chances. J-Russ, just brute force, nothing can stop him. He's already on net, and he's got himself a goal.
Well, Boyo talked about 72%. If you got that on a paper, you'll be smiling. But 1 from 1, 100% shooting accuracy to a goal conversion. What an ideal start for game number 2, and the Soniqs will continue the way they meant from game 1, of course. And the Peeps, once again, ask themselves the question, can they feign themselves a response solution? Nice little idea, the air dribble to get past them. Gyro once more. Good, lovely bit of drifting there, and maybe the block to run on in. Shocked, worried, frightened for the second. Maybe an own goal, but the defence here by Soniqs, stellar after a wobble there. 1 minute near enough gone. The Peeps had a chance, a half, but they have not secured it.
Gyro so close, but the Peeps sent back to their own half. They struggle breaking out, and Soniqs piling on the pressure. Lucian will fight through. It's J-Russ to the ceiling. The landing not good enough, losing possession over to T. Carell. AJ, upfield it will be sent. Shock waiting back, will get the clear out to the side, but Lucian back in centre, met by AJ, it's on target. Good save by Shock. AJ there to follow, but beaten by J-Ross to clear away. Vital for Sonic survival.
Soniqs once more knocking on the door, and that one, near enough. The Peeps were battling an eyelash, and they were almost worried that the same fate is happening again. And these are not being tucked away by Soniqs, a bit unusual. And the Peeps once more has to defend this one, surely. Maybe with Central there. Uncharacteristic mistakes by both sides, Boyle, but simply the scoreline remains as 1-0. But the Peeps may feel mentally drained. They might be 0-2 down. That's how they might see the game so far.
Such a close attempt for Soniqs, and the Peeps still struggling to fight through for that attack. Only 2 shots taken. They have got to step it up. AJ trying to follow up, can't make it in time. Gyro Illusion double commit. Try to play it off well, but it just does not work in their favour. Gyro dropping the ball down, met by T. Carell. And Soniqs going to be straight back up there. Getting in position, making the plays. J-Ross exceptional so far. Same for Shock. He missed that chance, but otherwise a great player. Thank you for T. Carell. The Peeps on the other hand have just not found their footing in this game, in this series forever. T. Carell with a clear away to be met by AJ. The shot on target, but easily saved by Shock. Danny, what did Peeps need to do to finally break through?
It's a good question, and simply not enough shots, not enough accuracy, but even the mid-game does not look clean by the Peeps. They don't look like their normal selves, but their defence at times has bailed them out of a number of situations, and maybe, and just maybe, in this remaining 2 minutes, we'll see them on the front foot attack, not the 72% back in their own half here, and this one has just been praying for maybe a tap-in. Doesn't happen, and the warning sign surely by the Peeps here. They know they may have to throw the dice and risk all.
He also bring the ball in centre, challenged by Shock, off to the back wall. Gyro, half out to the side, met by J-Ross, dribbling the ball round the back corner. AJ, good 50-50. The ball falls back to Illusion as he dribbles away. 90 seconds on the clock, and the Peeps still yet to score this game. AJ the clear, met by T. Carell. Illusion fighting through. Time running low for the Peeps and constantly getting shut down. The Soniqs are here to win, and they are trying their absolute best to deny Peeps any chance of a comeback.
There's Shock already shepherding that ball into the corner. The comeback that maybe for a lot of the Peeps fans are hoping for. And AJ, maybe, just maybe, no, the post deny them. Illusion this time, no, deny the Soniqs once more. Just making life just awkward. They have squeezed the juice out of the Peeps, and they're almost left dry and hanging on the clothesline. They've been just near enough pegged too much here, and once more shocked, blocked. 30 seconds approaching here, and maybe Soniqs might fancy grabbing the second one and kill off game 2.
Well, not of AJ in defence. Nothing seems to get past him except like one goal a game at least. But his defence has been so good. If only he could do it for every single attempt Soniqs to put on net. 1-0 still with 20 seconds left, and the Peeps might be going 2-0 down in the series and be facing that lower bracket potential. But one last chance for Peeps comes underway, with Shock out to the side. AJ will try and challenge, not fast enough. 0 seconds approaching. It looks like we'll see Soniqs head to match point.
Well, Gyro, does he have anything to say about it though? T. Carelli's just put that right down, spiked it, but sadly not. And a slip up there means 2-0 Soniqs. Are we on the verge of seeing a major contending team slip up in the very much the early stages of the regional here in the form of Peeps? This is an unfortunate matchup here, but head-to-head wise, Soniqs versus the Peeps, it's a close one statistically, and so far the scoreline in the series suggests otherwise.
Field domination still very much in Soniqs' favour, 61-39 this time around, and the Peeps keep saying it, they cannot get out of their own half, and when they do, they get shut out. It's got to change now. It's their last chance to make it through to the next round as they face match point. Soniqs 2-0 in the series, looking for the sweep against the Peeps. Unexpected result, but the Peeps may have a secret weapon up their sleeve. I have seen outside of my eye that the Peeps caster for the grid, Seb, in the chat rooting them on. Will it be enough though for the Peeps to finally fight back? Game 3. This is their last chance to bring this series back into their favour.
There'll be fans from both sides here. One wishing for the clock to stop in the favour of Soniqs. Well, team wants to be at it on for the Peeps to continue their run, at least through the uppers. And Shock is going solo. He's gone near enough the entirety of the field. It was near enough a worthwhile good attempt here, and J-Ross once more tips it around. Illusion sees Jabber up one bump, but T. Carell not being beaten by this. It's a tester. We've seen it before in the last series with Illusion. Will he have time boost, but what will he do with it?
Gyro, great touch, going to be saved by T. Carell. Rising up the side, but it's Gyro dribbling around the back. Looking to find a pass in centre. J-Ross will challenge it. Illusion trying to get past will be denied as well. Soniqs definitely facing some pressure for once. And a change, Peeps finally getting an attack going, but not being so lucrative just yet. AJ to the crossbar, the follow-up touch will find the back of the net, and finally Peeps take a lead.
Oh, rejoice the Peeps, they'll be smiling knowing they've got the lead. The only issue, Boyle, hit the set, they've got to keep it for the next 4 minutes. A little bit of change, of course, after this kickoff here. So Stoll right down in the barrel of Jaros. Jaro not going to let that one T-Krail. Ideal demo, the field open up here for the Soniqs to maybe put one problem right in front of the Peeps. Doesn't happen, of course. And AJ there just leathers it downfield. It looks like both sides are going to this nervy affair we saw in game 1.
Dyro holding it out in the midfield, flip reset, you're able to get the wave dash to get a bit more speed on it. Illusion from the side, past one, trying to get the ball in play for the favour of the Peeps. Will get shot down, but AJ waits back, but bump! Shaw takes him out, and Soniqs, through the Peeps' own error, and a great bump by Shaw, are able to tie this game up 1 apiece.
Soniqs shocking the Peeps. Well, that might be the headline if it's a 3-0, and that might just be how it gets started and rolling. The momentum needs to stop here and now if you're the Peeps, and another bump against them may not just be the way they would like it. Jaros, no second double. Shock will just allow T-Karel, sets up for the double. We've seen one miss earlier in the series, wasn't kind, but it was for the Peeps' own sake. And Shocks with the slow delay, lovely little bit of footwork, fancy for the eye to see. And T-Karel once more laying at the midline here, expertly done again, but the Peeps, one more block, half-time approaches.
They're challenged by Illusion, the ball falling into the centre. But we're going to take it slow. AJ backing off to his own half, Gyro 50-50 in the midfield. Clear out to the side, Jaros rushing for this ball. Shock, his touch, Scrappy playing out in the Soniqs, but they do hold the ball into their possession for the time being. Play from Gyro, will change that around. A chance now for the Peeps to score. AJ takes it low, saved by Shock. The follow by Illusion, saved as well. AJ putting on an excellent performance, but just is not enough. Gyro now will try and bring this ball round off the corner. The big pinch away, the ball falls to Jaros. Over to T-Karel. He looks at the bump on AJ, will not connect. AJ gets it past one, a bump on Jaros, held back in the moment. 2 minutes on the clock. The game tied up. The Peeps got to act fast, and I feel like any moment now the Soniqs will just find this goal and will just take the lead.
That's what it's a situation, and double commits are not going to make the Peeps tournament run any easier. And AJ this time into the corner. Jaro just waits patiently. There's a leathers it down. Shock not being beaten by it. A long distance ball, and Jaro tries to slow it down, and Shock expertly done again here. Both sides are trying to find some kind of space while having control. It's difficult at the pace they've been going at. AJ shot denied by the post. Once again the Peeps crying, weeping the woodwork that kind, and Jaros there not moving, and by the looks of it a technical pause will be coming in a sort, whatever the issue was. But the Peeps, to be fair, had momentum, Boyle, but that shot needed to go in.
And so, but the pause comes out. Give us the internet having some issues it seems, but the game tied 1 apiece. 1 minute on the clock, we're waiting to see what happens with that one, Danny, but as we wait for game 3 to continue, a quick have a look back at the series so far. Soniqs, an exceptional performance, dominating the Peeps, but the Peeps slowly but surely starting to claw back at this one.
Well, potentially, but again, you have to worry about the Peeps in the, say, roughly about maybe 1 minute 20 when the clock, of course, our admins are sorting out that issue as well. But the fact how the series is going as a whole overview, they've always seemed to be playing from behind, with the exception of game 3. They got the lead, and I asked the question of how long can they hold it. Unfortunately, the answer was not very long enough, and we talked about 72% of being held back as well too. And it's just starting to add up, sadly, against the Peeps. And at this moment of time here, Boyle, you've got to ask them, what is the result? What is the solution to getting back out of it? And boy, I could sit here and rhyme off a number of reasons here, but sadly it's those three players got to fix it, and I don't see them coming anywhere close yet.
Yeah, certainly struggled. Game 3 has looked a lot better for them, but the fact that it's still tied one apiece, even when it's been better from the Peeps, is showing just a testament to how well Soniqs are playing. I feel like also the issue with the Peeps right now is it feels a lot like AJ's doing all the work, and he can't do all the work. He cannot 1v3. Gyro and Illusion need to step it up, I think.
Well, with that situation as well, but we've had so far a number of the games happening, but Boyle, why don't we just take a quick look through what's happened of today's matches as well, because we've had some stellar ones as well, and our opening match as well didn't look too bad either, but if I had to be truthfully honest, I think the Series 4 so far on the schedule probably has been the best match. Of course, this one's still to conclude, but with that said and done, the overall bracket has came up on the screens there. You can see how everything has progressed. Envy in version 1, G2, typical names already through. Pittsburgh Knight, of course. It just seems to be the usual suspects are there, but who will join them? We have, of course, NRG still waiting. Space Station Gaming still, of course, to get that situation. But Boyle, by word in my little ear, the match shouldn't be too far away. And it just looks like the players are happy with the situation. It's a bit unfortunate that the pause had to come, but the situation deserved it. But 69 seconds, 1 goal apiece. The Peeps need it to stay alive if they want to keep their tournament running going.
Oh, how about this? Mighty Jarrow writes himself a blank shot, and it could just be enough points to keep their major alive.
Well, I said Gyro and Illusion need to step things up, and straight off the kickoff, Gyro makes it 2-1. They take the win against Soniqs, and the Peeps start their comeback journey. A 1-goal lead though is certainly not safe, and the Soniqs will be hunting for revenge. Taker tries to make something happen. It's J-Russ off the corner. Getting battered and bruised by Gyro is AJ. With +1. 50-50 with shot will succeed as well. Gyro in the corner. And get a touch of it in time. J-Russ beaten to the ball by Illusion. Off the side row, Illusion in centre. Touch towards the midfield. AJ back towards his own half. Gyro will get a piece of it. And the Peeps taking control. Trying their best to not let this one slip. They want to make it to Game 4 and a potential Game 5 as well.
Well, potentially as well, and right across, and that will secure the Peeps. Move in quite happily into game number 3. Of course, there will always be the if. What happened if the pause did not occur? But with 3 goals to 1, the Peeps might have just stopped the rot. They've stopped the bleeding at least, because they were wounded in game 1 and 2 by how well Soniqs have gone. But boy, the reverse sweep potential. The Peeps has to do everything, not put a foot wrong if they want that reality to come true.
The Peeps have awoken, and we head to Game 4 with a rejuvenated squad. Now Soniqs have to figure out what they're going to do. They have figured it out before, so they have that advantage to it. But can they solidify it and take it here in Game 4? That's a question they want answered.
Well, a lot of questions has already been part of this series, and yet the Soniqs are looking, probably feeling a little bit rough that they have not got the job done. But again, they have the advantage of a match point scenario. They don't have to race to get the series done. They can take a bit of time, sort out the issues, adjust where need to, and win the game here in Game 4. The Peeps, however, Boyle, we talked about issues. When they finally sort out the goal scoring problem, can they keep it going in this very crucial match?
You know, Dan, earlier on we were talking about that 72% field domination for Soniqs. Well, that game was 75% for the Peeps. So maybe 70 aren't as uncommon as I thought, but you know, I'm pretty sure 70s are pretty uncommon if I remember from any other match I've watched. But exceptional play from the Peeps to bring that one back, but can the Sonics go back to their old winning ways and show the Peeps why they won those games 1 and 2? So the Peeps take the full comeback, the full reverse sweep. Well, you've got to get to game 5 first. This is the game that will decide if they make that journey.
Well, possession might be 9-10.
AJ.
It is, of course, the scoring capability there. And you can just almost hear the Whispering Willows there. Oh boy, maybe trying to will that ball to go in here and maybe set the tone in game 4. The Peeps needs it, and that one was just sitting there right in front of the Sonics. It could have been placed behind it, give the Peep the advantage in game 4. They did not take it. Will that be a chance ruined? And it could be going against them as well. Both sides had chances, haven't scored by him.
You know, Peeps, they have the results to back them as well in this matchup, but Sonics, they don't care about results, they care about it on the day. Of course, Peeps recently winning the grids, a great performance. The Sonics, they don't care, they are here to show up on the day, show up that they are still good enough, they're still top dogs of any top contenders. But will Peeps let them show that? Will Peeps let them show off their full potential? Or will they time the goal right here? T. Carell said no! An exceptional save! Keeps that one out!
Stellar. Fabulous. And the Peeps there will know they will just have to take a second chance. And maybe requiring a little bit more effort and a bit of willpower too. Jaros, however, looking to just put it right on target and make the Peeps regret. That could have been T. Carell once more with the air dribble right on target. Looks like a potential treble commit. But Jaro sitting, waiting back, and the Peeps need to get a clearance once again. It's off to the side where the Sonics are happily waiting in their dozens at the moment. It almost feels sending man in, man out, and half-time is approaching. We've been here before goalless, but this time the Peeps have at least more of a standing chance.
Illusion, AJ team bump. AJ trying to get in the ball. Illusion waits back. Gonna take that one high to the backboard. Good touch out centre. Gyro has to back off. Jaros pinch off the floor. Will take great control. AJ finds the save. Avoids the bump. Upfield to try and get, but Shock denies it. A great demo as well. Chance for T. Carell to make some damage. Illusion. A pass out to the side to Gyro. Jaros to the backboard. No one to follow. Shock's here, but too little too late. Peeps have got back in position, ready to make the save.
Just put it in an eyelid there. Under 2 minutes, still goalless, maybe. Sadly not. If you were looking, the Sonics have finished the job here and now. The Peeps both back. It was AJ to leather it downfield. Stopped at the halfway line. The progression might just need to take maybe a few inches and not miles. The Peep here and there. Another chance of right. Could have passed it much more easier. Doesn't take it in Jaros. And Jaro once more the connection down on the ground level. And Jaro chasing it with no boost, trying to buy him at a time, purchase space as well. And right now, Boyle, the Peeps must be feeling the tension in every play they go for, because it could be their last in the uppers.
It could be their last with a minute on the clock. Sonics putting all they can into this attack, but shut down by the Peeps once again. Illusion to AJ. He takes it high. He slips past Shock up to the backboard. It goes. The Peeps can't find anything. The Sonics can't find anything. Overtime looking likely, but still 50 seconds left of game 4 regulation.
AJ straight down, and the bounce has been unkind. Works out to Jaro, shot, and T. Carell. He's almost like the master of woodwork, crafts a save out of nothing. Simply wonderful. And that possible and maybe ugly word to those 6 players at the moment, OT. They do not want to hear, nor do they want to hear the words have lost it by a single goal either. With this one, chasing Illusion Jaro. He's in the middle of the field there, went to the sidewall. Is it potentially to pre-read the play? Maybe paid up, but the Sonics tries to dibble with Jaros down into the corner, and the Peeps cuts it out here, and that OT is looming in the ears of these players, and the fans will unfortunately have to sweat alongside them. We have reached that dreaded
OT.
OT is where we lie for game number 4 of the Peeps Can Take It. The reverse peep is well and truly underway, and we head to game 5. But if Soniqs take it, they, under all the challenges they face this series, will take down the Peep and move on to the winners round 3. Soniqs, of course, we want to avoid that game 5. The Peeps doing everything they can to make it there. But will they achieve such greatness? It's Gyro, waiting centre. Shock misses his touch. Take a while to clean things up. Going the distance. He's got the boost to make it happen. Good 50-50 by Illusion. Easy on the side. Beaten by J-Russ off the corner. Can't make it in time. Illusion once more. Looking for the clear away. But Sonic putting all the pressure on. It's on the goal line. Shock will finish it off. And Sonics move on to winners round 3 and take down the Peeps.
Devastation and the flooding of tears of the Peeps fans, and the players will know it themselves. They have just seen the ball magnetized on those posts, could not get it away, could not repel it, and the Soniqs will just be sighing of relief. That is a job done. Moving further on in the day, we'll of course look at that slightly a little bit later, but boy, oh, that matchup there